Cheryl Ladd has been a vision since we first saw her as one of Charlie's Angels, and she was one earlier this year playing Robert Shapiro's wife in The People versus O.J. Simpson.
And this morning she's talking about vision since cataracts has affected her family. She's part of a program to raise awareness. We talked with her and a doctor from the Cincinnati Eye Institute all about it. We're talking about your cataract IQ. So we'll start with you, Dr. Edward Holland. For many people who aren't familiar, what is cataracts?
Yeah, cataracts is an aging change of the lens of the eye. And so if you look at eye anatomy, when you look at somebody and see the color of their eye, that's the iris. That's the blue, green, or brown color that you see. Directly behind that is the lens of the eye. And when we're younger, that lens is crystal clear, and it has the ability to change shape and focus. And an aging process that occurs in everyone is a discoloration of the lens. So a cloudy lens is a cataract.
I see. And then that has an impact on sight?
Correct. So as the cataract progresses, we see early symptoms of problems in recognizing color and contrast, but ultimately then it decreases the light into the eye. And so the most common thing we see patients coming in with are complaints of problems with night driving and problems with reading.
Yeah,
yes,
well, Cheryl,
that was me.
Let's bring you in. How has this impacted you?
Well, I had no idea what a cataract was. I'd heard the word cataract. That was about the extent of my knowledge. And my husband, I could tell that something was going on with him. Something was going on with his eyesight. He was kind of bumping into things when he rounded corners. And I knew something was up, and I encouraged him to go to the doctor and have his eyes checked. And we went into this room, and this doctor said, you have cataracts, and you need to have them removed. You have to have eye surgery. Well, that was an overwhelming thing to say to someone who had no idea about cataracts or surgery of it or anything about it. It was a really bad moment for me, for him. And I didn't want that to happen to anyone else. So when Alcon came to me and said that they were going to do this outreach to people to give them information about cataracts and cataract surgery and knowledge about what it is, I was in. It made perfect sense to me. As it turns out, he had a great surgery, and a couple days after he had the surgery, he said, man, I don't know why I waited so long to do this. I could kick my own butt, he said, because I can see color. I mean, it really changed how he was moving through his life.
Yeah.
And I think that effect happens to a lot of people.
You know, Alexis, that's her story is very typical. We see patients who are getting older, and they just accept the fact that when they're older, they should lose vision. And they don't realize that we have these great treatments, and we don't wait a long time. You know, if they're starting to lose vision and changing their habits like driving and reading, we recommend surgery. We have an operation now that has a success rate of 98%. The vast majority of our patients, within 24 hours, resume their activities. There's no weight restriction.
Wow.
They can
Real
pick up
quick,
their grandkid. They
Doctor,
can hit a tennis ball.
We've got about 30 seconds. Is there an IQ or some kind of test that folks can take so that they determine, I better get some help?
Absolutely. The website, right?
Correct.
The website is Cataract IE and the letter Q.com. Fabulous information there just to find out what your knowledge is of cataracts, and because a lot of people think that they can prevent it. You can't. It's just the natural aging of the eye. If we live long enough, we're all going to have cataracts. So there's great information there. Go on the website, take the test. It's fun, and really educate yourself, because chances are you or someone you love will need that information.
Absolutely. Some good advice there. We can't help but age. It's something we all have to do, as you said. Cheryl, I'm so glad to hear your husband's doing well. And I wish we had so much more time.
He's doing great.
More time to chat.
I know. I would just... You know what, the exciting thing really, Alexis, is that not only can you get your eyesight back, you can get your eyesight back better than before you had the cataracts. You can have young eyes again, actually.
All right. Well, thank you so much to the both of you for your time, and take care.
Thanks,
Thank
Alexis.
you. Thanks for having us.